Earlier today, I was on the MAGA dead internet theory hellscape that is the Book of Faces, because I've decided to use that platform more because I can reach an older white Gen X and boomer audience that I don't reach on any of my other platforms. So I'm willing to go over there. And of course, the moment you get on there, you're just inundated with all of these right-wing MAGA disinformation pages. And, so I'm trying to post one of my videos, and the first thing I see is this headline. This is actually from a ABC News website. It says that Kash Patel announces that there was a violent Halloween terrorist attack plot that the FBI thwarted. The Facebook comments were all full of right-wing nonsense, but I went and clicked on the story to read it. And, here we see a conspiracy theory podcaster turned FBI director Kash Patel saying that the FBI had stopped a Halloween terrorist plot. And of course, I'm immediately laughing my ass off because it says FBI Director Kash Patel said more details would be coming soon. They would be coming soon about the alleged attack. So I was like, I can't wait to hear what more of these details are. And God bless some of my Facebook fans were in the comments of the Facebook post about this. Did they find the bullet casings with the plans written on them? I stopped an armed robber on Halloween too. He had a bag of candy and everything. It wasn't a terrorist plot. Sally finally snapped after Linus tricked her into waiting for the great pumpkin yet again. He prevented an attack on someone's house involving toilet paper and eggs. Yeah, so once you sift through all of the bot comments that are like, and also boomer MAGA comments that are like, God bless Donald Trump and God bless Kash Patel, they're keeping us safe, or like these Democrat, Antifa, Marxist terrorists. Once you sift through those kind of comments, you get to real people who are not Putin bots named Boris or, brainwashed by Fox News. And people are like, are you fucking kidding me? We remember what happened with FBI Director Kash Patel's investigation of the alleged shooter of Charlie Kirk. This is a man who has no business running the FBI. And let's not forget, he fired so many career FBI investigators that he said it would take 14 years to rehire for all of the positions he has emptied out. He's gutted the FBI so that it's basically non-functional. And then they're hiring people that are Trump loyalists, right? Because this is a kakistocracy. As I've said many times, the regime is about creating a government that is full of loyalists who will do whatever Trump wants. They have no intention of governing. They have no intention of having a functional government. In fact, they would prefer to have incompetent people in those positions, because when people don't know how to do their jobs and they feel emboldened to do whatever they want as long as they are demonstrating loyalty to Trump, it erodes democratic norms. It means that people can't set any expectations. All of the guardrails, all of the protocol that we know that keeps our massive government functioning. Yeah, it just renders everything completely scrambled and non-functional. In a kakistocracy, it's not incompetence or malfeasance, it is both. It's not idiocy or malevolence, it's both. It's the cruelty and the brutality wrapped up in all of the complete ineptitude that makes a regime like Donald Trump's so dangerous to so many people. Breaking the government and making it not functional is definitely part of what an autocrat does when they attempt to take over. So putting people like Kash Patel, like we're all shocked when conspiracy theorist podcasters are put in charge of the FBI. No, man, that's a classic plan. Donald Trump wants election denier loyalists who will do whatever he wants, that will break the law for him, that will lie for him, and that also will fuck up the operations of the federal government. Would-be autocrats always manufacture a crisis. They always try to break things so they can say, oh, let me come in and fix this. Oh, let me come in and bring peace, even though they are the ones bringing violence and they are the ones wrecking things. Classic. Donald Trump is a known quantity, y'all. He's entirely predictable. So anyway, okay, sorry to go on that tangent. So this story came out this morning and I was like, I'm gonna sit on this for a little bit because, this could easily get whipped up into a really dangerous story. The regime wants to foment violence, right? They want to manufacture a riot. They want to manufacture political violence. We saw in the wake of Charlie Kirk shooting, the regime was desperate for Republicans to turn on everybody else, on anybody that they didn't see as sufficiently loyal to MAGA. They wanted Republicans to do violence against their fellow Americans. They were stoking political violence, and they've continued to do that, right? Mike Johnson and the Republicans in Congress were spouting all of this bullshit in advance of No King's Day, saying that these were I Hate America rallies, and they were being run by violent Antifa extremists, when we can see that it's like white suburban grandmas who were out there with their Lady Liberty shirts and like waving a little flag and singing, like Amazing Grace and America the Beautiful and the national anthem. Right. Mike Johnson and the Republicans egg all over their faces after No King's Day, but their desperation to manufacture this narrative and to create political violence, right? They want Americans turning on Americans. They want a civil war because that creates the kind of chaos that an autocrat can use to sweep in and take away your rights, try and do shit that's completely illegal and unconstitutional, like suspend elections or put military in our cities and turn the military against the American people, right? They want a civil war so fucking bad. So that's why you see all of this stuff like this morning, Kash Patel saying there was a domestic terror plot for Halloween that he and the FBI thwarted. That was meant to make Republicans scared. That headline, Kash Patel's tweet about it this morning, that was for MAGA. Right, I interpret that as more of the same, stoking fear and anxiety and trying to get MAGA whipped up and commit violence against other Americans, to be so paranoid and to perceive every other American as an Antifa terrorist. Remember the other day I talked about how this is a moral panic, this is a social panic that they're trying to create. It's like another Red Scare. So I was like, let's just wait and see how this story unfolds, and I hope that too many people don't freak out about this and don't run with this. And lo and behold, just a few hours after this story broke, there was already significant pushback and clarification, and like, oh, well, maybe we're going to walk this back a little bit. So according to MSNBC, just a few hours after Kash Patel made this big, bold claim of like, we thwarted a domestic terror plot, senior Justice Department and FBI officials were like, not quite so fast. Yeah, guys, hang on. So according to MSNBC, this is a piece by Ken Delanian and Carol Lenig. Senior Justice Department and FBI officials expressed frustration Friday that FBI Director Kash Patel publicly disclosed an investigation into what he called a potential Halloween weekend terrorist plot near Detroit, before investigators even had a chance to flesh out the key details, including whether an attack was actually even imminent. What kicked all of this off was a 7:32 a.m. tweet from Kash Patel. Right, the regime loves to put things out on Twitter. They love, God, they're so unserious. Okay, this morning, the FBI thwarted a potential terrorist attack and arrested multiple subjects in Michigan who were allegedly plotting a violent attack over the Halloween weekend. More details to come. That's what Kash Patel said. He's been known to jump the gun. Remember when he posted that picture of the alleged Charlie Kirk shooter? Weird how we're not hearing any more about that investigation. Right, where they claimed that the shooter had written on bullets with a Sharpie. Oh, God. Anyway, according to this reporting, justice officials are now registering concerns that Patel acted hastily on the probe without getting Maine justices' approval, and apparently with the goal of seeking some credit for the FBI, but in a way that interferes with the investigation. All they really know about this is that there's a group of young people, some of whom are minors, who have been radicalized online by Islamic extremist content. That's it. The sources that spoke to MSNBC on condition of anonymity because they feared retaliation from the regime said that the investigation was in its very early stages, that no criminal charges have been prepared, and there's no clear understanding of exactly what the suspects plan to do and where. Totally contradicts what Kash Patel said, but he needed some propaganda for this Halloween weekend, right? He needed to stir up drama. As everybody of all political persuasions are out going to Halloween parties, taking our kids trick-or-treating, as Kristi Noem has said she will continue to gas and zip-tie children over the Halloween weekend and drag away their parents. Kash Patel thought he would pour a little lighter fluid on the holiday weekend and claim some kind of victory that he doesn't have by fabricating or exaggerating, or I don't know what, but what he tweeted doesn't match what we are hearing from career officials inside the Justice Department and the FBI.